Hey, good morning, Susie. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. So just as we discussed, doing a little video tour for you on our 2019 Toyota Kluger in the Black Edition. Like I said, going to take you right through the car, show the service history, any little marks I can find as well. The whole idea of this video basically is just to be obviously as transparent as we can, so you know exactly what you're looking at with obviously the purchase of any of our cars. So I'll give you a bit of an idea of who we are. So obviously we're Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. You can see another busy day, beautiful day here in Cairns. This is currently at 235 Mulgrave Road, so one of our biggest sort of pre-owned yards. We've got another one closer to town at 77 Mulgrave Road, and we tend to turn over nearly 200 cars a month between these two yards. So you'll see right across the road there, we've also got our service and our parts departments, as well as our brand new Toyota and Lexus showrooms over there too. So just coming back to this Kluger, obviously, so like I said, it is on the 56,990 driver weight. Absolute bargain, very, very cheap, one of the cheapest in the country as of today. So, like I said, just want to take you around the car, give you a really good idea. If anything doesn't quite show through the video, just let me know. I'll get some photos through to you instead. So, as you can see, right across that bonnet, very, very clean, very straight lines. Considering it's only done 24,000 kilometres, it's obviously hasn't seen a lot of miles for the age. You can see right across that grille there too. Again, I'll try and get as much as we can in here. So a couple little bug marks just on the headlights there, but nothing. You got to see them in the right light to be able to see them. Try and get that there for you. But again, there's not even any stone chips or anything in that bumper too. Just very, very tidy. Definitely does present like a car that's been garaged its whole life. So we'll take you right down to those wheels as well, obviously being the Black Edition, so you do have these black aftermarket wheels, so obviously out of the factory though. So heaps of tread left on those. I know that was a question of yours, so you can see with my finger there, so stacks of tread left on these. That's that indicator just in there. I'll try and show that for you. But that is part of our roadworthy checks too, so they have to be legal and they have to be above a certain percentage for them to pass those checks. So I'll show you up in that wheel guard too. So like I said, I don't think it's seen any off-road or forward driving by any means, just a little town car by the looks of it. So I take you down that driver's side and up to the windows there. Again, no scratches, no cracks or chips in that windscreen there too, and up over that roof. So even across the mirror there, where you normally get the most common sort of marks from people's watches and things like that walking past the cars, not a single scratch on there. And take you down to that driver's side. So on the driver's side here, we do have obviously your keyless entry. So you've got the two buttons there to lock it, and a hand behind there to open it for you. So as long as the keys are in front of the door, that'll give you access to the car without actually pressing any buttons on the keys. It's all remote. So it looks like a couple little marks just up here on the driver's side itself. I'd say that's coming off with my finger, and that is as well. So just a little bit of dirt. We have had a fair bit of rain recently, so again, any of that sort of stuff, I'm welcome to, happy to get our details to take a look at. Just a tiny little fingernail scratch just on that door handle there too. And just show you the rest of those panels obviously too. And up on the roof. So right across the back. So very tidy. It does have obviously the tow ball fitted and all the wiring and everything through the car as well for that. So just on the driver's side. And show you that rear tyre as well. Again, can't see any gutter rash or scratches on those wheels, and extremely tidy up under those wheel arches. Again, just that rear tyre, so miles of tread left on there as well. So what I will do is open up this boot. So you've got two accesses through there. You've got the little button there which will open that rear tailgate and give you access. So if you've got things in there, groceries, fridges, anything like dogs, anything like that, just gives you access to it without opening that actual tailgate. So we can close that up, and then you've got another button under there. Push that once, and again, as long as you've got the key in front of you, that will open and unlock. So if you've got kids and you're trying to groceries, anything like that, you're not trying to balance them all at the same time, that will open for you electronically. So as you can see in here, so you've got the genuine Toyota floor mats. We do have those 7 seats hidden under there and there. That's what those seat belts are for. They can also tuck away if they're in the way for you on both sides. And up under here, under this side, we'll open this, and that's where your toolkit is down there too, as well as a little bit of storage. So you've also got that privacy shade, that one there, which will come out and put itself in between these, so it stops things bouncing over onto the kids. Keeps a bit of sun off any groceries that you got in the boot, all sorts of reasons for them. So we can just put that back. Again, open up this one on the left hand side, so again a little bit of storage access there too. That all just sits nicely back in place. So I'll just show you across those seats. So really well looked after. You have a look at the lining on that roof. You know, normally it's being a lighter coloured roof, they do show dirt a little bit easier, and it's just been looked after so well. That's always a good trace of how it's been looked after. So again, I'll just take you back. Oh, we've got that button up the top there, so we just push that once and that will close automatically for us. So as that closes, you can see a little reverse camera tucked up under that, as well as your little reverse sensors around here. You've got 4 across the rear. I'll show you how they work once we're inside. So obviously the tow ball is here too. You can see that's only got a little small amount of wear and tear. I don't think this has seen a lot of towing. And you can see the trailer pin under there as well. See your 7-pin trailer plug as well for the flat. So I take up to this passenger side. Again, just a really good looking car, especially with all those black accents. The roof racks, obviously the rails and the wheels there. So I take you across the roof on this side. Back down here too. So we've got that passenger rear tyre now. Again, trying to show you as much as we can. Can't see any marks on that either. So it's obviously just a little bit of dust from the rain that we have been having. And if you can see that between the sun, so heaps of tread left on there too. So like I said, if there's anything that doesn't show up in these videos, because sometimes with the sunlight it does make it a little bit hard, if you want to just give me a call, let me know. I'll get some photos through, or happy to retake a video for you as well. In fact, while I'm on this side, I might actually show you just the inside of this door card for the driver's side. So the rear, passenger side rear door. So even those high traffic areas that normally get a lot of scratches and, you know, fingernail marks and things like that have just been exceptionally well looked after. So that's obviously just a little bit of sunlight. It's not in the actual marks. And same with the door handle, same thing. So down the bottom where we normally get the foot traffic, just super clean. So even under these floor mats, I'll lift that up for you, just so you know we're not trying to hide anything under there. Like I said, this whole video is about being as transparent as we possibly can. So you do have a couple options with these rear seats. So of course you've got your cup holders in the center there, the argument separator for the kids. You do have access when you're in the rear seats to drop these seats from here. So if we lift that up, that would actually go forward. Down the bottom, you've also got the bigger handle, which will drop that and roll that seat forward, giving you access into the back there too. So once that's in the back, those seats can just lift up, and you've also got tags on the rears of those seats to do it from the boot there too. So heaps of access, heaps of really easy ways to make it all work for you. And if you do want to make that seat go flat, you've got another one there, which, sorry, just got to use both hands, which will drop that flat for you too. So really convenient, real handy. Once that's down and you've got all the seats down together, just an absolute stack of room in these back seats. And as you can see, they've just been really well looked after as well. So aircon in the back here too, so it gives them control. You got your fan speed, your temperatures, and of course their modes are where it's coming out there too. So a little bit more control in the back here. Obviously your lights up there too, so for reading or anything like that, it's not going to distract the driver or annoy you too much. And just in that passenger side, along there as well. So again, they're really common areas. Just inside that little handle well, and the handles there too, and right across the bottom. Just genuinely really well looked after. So a couple little marks there, but it looks like they've come off with my finger as well. Same with that there. Again, the genuine Kluger floor mats, very clean underneath. That's just a little bit of sun. That's not a mark or anything like that, as you can see. And sorry about my reflection, my shadow. But I just want to try and show you as much as we possibly can in these videos. Obviously, being the car that it is, there's absolutely stacks of features in here, so I will jump in that driver's side as it's getting pretty hot, and I'll take you through those features once we get around there. So while I'm on this passenger side, I just want to take you through Obviously we do have the service books here. It's all your manuals, the towing guides, everything's all in here, being a genuine Toyota tow bar on the back. We do have 2 keys, so your little fobs. Obviously you're locking, your central locking. You do have access to the boot there too, so you hold that down, that will open that boot, and of course an alarm system as well. So really good in personal situations if you do need to draw attention to the car or anything like that, that's going to set the alarms off. Good for shopping centre car parks, things like that. So I'll just take you to this service book. So obviously, having done such low kilometres, there is only 2 services in here, so I'll just show you those. I'll just skip to them. So all here at Pacific Toyota, so a locally owned car at 12,000 kilometres, and the next one at 19,000 kilometres, so just done in March through us as well. So all genuine, all local, really well looked after. Like I said, it's just a really, really good example of these Klugers. So even across the dash there, you can see it's just been really, really well maintained. So I'll grab those keys, take you on the outside, show you the rest of this passenger side. Again, like I said, you've got that keyless entry on this side, so you can lock the car from here. And of course you can unlock it there as well. So right up again, just from that passenger side. A really, really nice looking car, especially probably a good time to do this video because you can actually see that pearl paint as well in the sunlight, just absolutely specky. Right down to those wheels. Again, just super well looked after, and miles of tread left on there too. So we'll jump around to the driver's side, just to give you another view of that bonnet of course. And we'll jump on in. There we go. I'm going to get some aircon going because, like I said, it's stinking hot up here in Cairns. That's why we love it. So you've got your push button start on the right hand side. So as long as the keys are inside the car and your foot is on the brake, you push that button and it will start the ignition for you. If we take the foot off the brake and turn that off, you'll notice if we push it once, I'll try and get that in the video, it's like turning the car to accessories. So you'll get access to the displays and things like that over here. So your radios, that sort of stuff, but the car won't start. Again, tells you to put the pressure on the foot brake. So again, push that again. It's like turning the car to on. So you'll get access to the aircon. It won't be cold and the car won't start. And that will turn it off. It physically won't turn on until you get the foot on that brake and you push that button. So as you can see, car talks to you, welcome back. Get some aircon going. And like I said, only 24,000 kilometres. So very, very low Ks, really well looked after. You saw the service history in there. We're not due again until September this year. We're at 30,000 kilometres. Just continuing on with this driver's side. So you do have all your window accesses through this side here. So that is automatic for you. Your central locking, everything, your window locks is all just there as well. So really nice and easy to access. You do have a release for the boot on this side too. So we can hold that button and it'll actually open that boot, which is really good for the kids' pickups, things like that. Your mirror controls are all down here for you, so you turn that to the left, obviously the right side, and adjust that toggle as you need to. You can see that mirror going there for us. Up onto the steering wheel itself, so you've got your cruise controls down behind here on the steering wheel, so really, really simple. Push the button to turn it on, you can see it up here, radar ready, and you can set and reset just via that toggle down there. Up on the left hand side, your Bluetooth controls, so you're answering your phones, you're hanging up the phones once it's all connected for you. Your volume and your radio modes are up here too, so you can change everything from this stereo from this side here. Gives you all control, so especially while you're driving, just keeps it nice and safe. And on the right hand side is all your displays down here. So average fuel, how much it's costing. You'll see different menus as we flick through that. So you've got a compass, it'll tell you what's on the radio, whether you're using FM, AM, Bluetooth or anything like that. And of course your radar and your safety setups are all in there too, as well as your lane departures on here too. So heaps of features, like I said, just trying to get it all in here as much as we possibly can. Up onto this side, so you've got your actual main display, which is obviously, you got the buttons on the side, but it is push button there too. So whichever one you prefer, especially when you're driving and things like that. Dual climate control as far as the aircon goes, so your temperature gauges, so you can see totally independent on the driver's side, and you can see the temperature changing on the passenger side as well. So really, really good for families and that. It cuts a lot of arguments for couples, it's great. We can crank your fan speeds and your modes, everything through there too. So you do have the control over the rear temperature up here as well. So if the kids are in the back and you've got young kids back there and they're a bit colder or anything like that, you can crank that heater there as well. Right down low, we've got a little USB and AUX inputs. You've got an accessory plug there too, so if you want to charge phones, GPSs, iPads, anything like that, you can do that too. But they've got them in there. You've got a snow mode down here as well, which is doesn't get used a lot up here in Cairns, but it is there for you. I'm just going to put it up in reverse, and you can see obviously your reverse camera back there too. So that's beeping for us with those sensors that I pointed out, letting us know that we do have objects behind us and gives you an idea of where they are too. So you can see as I'm turning that steering wheel, the reverse camera is turning away with it. So you've got two lines that are really great for backing into car parks and in between other cars and things like that. And then you've got the predictive one as well, which is going to show you your direction of travel. Up in here, huge glove box, massive amount of storage. You can see up underneath, you're going to get absolutely heaps in there. Trying to get that in the video. Miles of storage in there. That does drop down too, but really comfy for obviously the hands as well. So that actually nearly concludes, I would say, my video tour on this. Like I said, there is absolutely stacks of features in here. If there's anything I've missed or you haven't been able to see, please let me know. Like I said, happy to do another video for you, or get some photos through just in case. So just trying to give you another view, obviously, of the rest of that car, as we try and get as much in as possible. It's just a really, really good example, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Thank you, Susie.